Hey folks, Doc C again here. I just wanted to go through something with you. I'm a little older guy, as you can tell, a lot of guys that are my age and maybe a little younger try to get back in shape because especially this time of year, you want to be able to enjoy all the activities with your family and do a lot of fun stuff. And one of the things that a lot of people try to do is get ready for that by going and working out. Now, I just put up my old big bag and I want to let you know something that happened to me so you can avoid it. I put this big bag up. Now, they weigh about 80 pounds, these big bags. They're a great exercise program. It's like shadow boxing, but hitting that big bag and kicking it at the same time, like hitting it and kicking it. It's a great workout. It'll get your sweat. It'll get you going. I'll tell you, it's a wonderful workout. The only thing of it is you got to watch because especially if you're a little older, if you're not used to doing it all the time, it's the things we're used to doing. One of the things you want to do is make sure you have wrist wraps, okay? Right off the bat, you want to make sure your wrists are wrapped. I used to actually put a gel pack because I'm kind of a bigger guy and I hit pretty hard. And I used to put this, I went and bought some of these gels that you put in shoes and I literally taped them to my fist so they would take a little of the shock, but I still wanted something around my wrist because if you don't, your wrists will ache. It'll create inflammation in your wrists and you don't want that. The other thing that can happen is that force can travel right up your arm and it'll get you right here. It'll give you a tennis elbow. Okay. So it's a good idea. If you're going to hit that big bag, not only wrap your wrists, okay, but have some type of tennis elbow. I have a couple that I bought at a local store. I'm not getting, nobody's paying me to say this. But I took these two, I put them on both my arms before I work out. I put them across so that I get a pinching action right here. So it stops the force coming down the arm. Back in the old days, the blacksmiths, I don't know if you've ever seen these movies where cowboys, they'll have this piece of leather that goes from here to here and they lace it up on the inside. Most of that was a lot of guys would have to do a lot of pulling with their arms. They do a lot of work and it saved their elbow. Blacksmiths, for sure, they were swinging that hammer all day long. Well, that shock would go right up their arm and hammer that spot. Well, it wouldn't take more than half a day before that was on fire. Well, the best thing they can do is take a piece of, back in the old days, they would take a piece of latigo leather, like the leather used for saddles, and they would put lamb's wool on the inside, and then they would lace it up. They'd have somebody, either their wife or someone else, lace it up fairly tight, so it would squeeze that. They could still see the blue. They didn't go blue in their fingers. They could still say pink. They were good to go. But that would actually squeeze down, and it was semi-comfortable so that they could hammer all day. If you can't, you're not going to be a blacksmith for long. So just a little hack. If you're going to hit the big bag or you're going to do something where you're using your arms and you're having some impact with them, even if it's using some tools, if you're using some tools, some people hit with a hammer. I do that. I have some tires and I hit the tires. Well, sometimes it's a good idea to have wraps and to be able to do the same thing, because if you're not used to it, you can develop some issues in your wrists and arms. So I just want to let you know that's a good little hack to avoid. It's amazing what happens if you can avoid some injuries. You can do a lot better. When you start getting injuries, it's a pain. Pardon the pun, but just want to let you know that little hack. Remember, if you like what we say, hit the like button. If you want to hear more, hit the subscribe button. Remember, Santa says, have a great day.